The Las Vegas Raiders completed day 2 of their 2024 training camp today. All of the enthusiasm, confidence, and momentum of the second half of last season is still there like day 1. They're not living in what they did the second half of last season, though. You can sense the urgency they have to continue to get better. Head coach Antonio Pierce has started a fire, and it's not going out anytime soon. How can it when you have guys like Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins? I'm hearing good things about some of the young guys on the team, too. Yesterday, we got to hear how well things are going from receiver Devontae Adams, quarterbacks Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew, and edge rusher Max Crosby's perspective. Today, you'll hear their perspectives of a few others. Defense coordinator Patrick Graham mentioned some of the young guys on the defensive side of the ball.
They've taken a lot more football in since we had them last, and you can see it in terms of their knowledge about the game, understand how to prepare their bodies, understand how to practice. That's what we're going to get into that element now, and it's been encouraging. So you're seeing guys improve, and that's all we can ask for.
Again, they're not resting on their laurels from the second half of last season.
So first things first, last year, coming back, none of that matters at all. Again, the fact that we have familiarity with each other, there's a positive there. But in terms of how it's going to play out in the 2024 season, none of that stuff matters. And the beauty of it is they understand that. They understand. I get the question, but they understand that. Everything that we accomplished this year in 2024 is going to be earned starting with what's going on that field right now and during training camp as we develop our fundamentals, start developing the fundamentals in terms of the run game, work on the communication because there are some new pieces. But in terms of trying to look back and see how that's going to play into this year, if we do that, and they're not doing that, but if we did do that, that would be a recipe for disaster, in my opinion.
We got an update on corner Jacorian Bennett.
You're seeing a young player mature in terms of his approach, similar to what I said earlier, and he's determined because he's an NFL football player. These are young men that made decisions when they were young to try to get to this level, and he's been determined all his life, and I would assume it would be like that in any other walk that he decides to do after football. But he's just focused. They're all focused right now. They understand what we're trying to accomplish. They're all focused right now. And the fun thing that AP's created is this environment to get away from everybody, go away for training camp, work together, be around each other a ton, and you can just see a focus in their eyes.
He chimed in on middle linebacker Robert Spillane, further establishing himself as a leader.
Everything he's done since day one I met him, and then day one when I asked about him because Flo coached him at Pittsburgh. He just comes in every day with great energy. Not like good energy, it's great energy. Willing to learn, he works hard, he's attentive, and then he's selfless. So his leadership, he doesn't have to say a whole bunch. He just shows it. And then because he has the green dot, because he's in the middle of the defense, he talks, and he's clear, he's decisive when he makes a decision. He knows how to, again, if I make it complicated, he knows how to make it simple to get the wording to those guys. He is an extension of me out there on the field. And that's where that relationship starts. And I can't tell you how exciting it is to have him back for this year. Can't tell you how exciting it is to go in the meeting rooms and be with them. I'm excited for him to have a good coach like Mike working with them. And, it's just, I really like that guy. He just had a baby and stuff, and he became a father. It's cool, man. It's cool. His job is cool. It's hard. Y'all can say it's hard. It's hard, but it's cool, too.
Running back Zamir White has to wait to put the pads on to show what he can do.
Installing stuff.
I can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, man. This passing stuff cool and fun, but the tagging, but, yeah. Get pads on, but get the clicking some. Yeah, but it'll be funny.
He's the guy now, but he seems to be treating it the same way he always has.
Last year, my mindset was the same. Like, just come in daily, bro, just compete. Just ball out in camp and practice and Indy, bro, whatever. Yeah, man, just compete in every single thing you do. So, yes, sir.
Oh, and that Brock Bowers kid is the same guy he was at Georgia.
Yeah, for sure. Man, Brock been good. Yeah, but that's just Brock. Quiet guy, smart guy, and he just came in my senior year. Yeah. I think it was my senior year, and just balled out. So yeah, man, we knew he was gonna be good from practice because Georgia's like at camp, but we get after it. So, yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh, and those preseason rankings that had the Raiders going 6-11 this season, middle linebacker Robert Spillane doesn't like that at all.
I try to not see it, but I'm pissed off. I'm angry, not just about that ranking, about a lot of rankings that go on. And, of course, it adds to the fuel in the fire. So you see it, you don't want to see it, you don't really care, but at the end of the day, you want respect. So what I say now gets none of that done, so we're going to go out there and make it happen.
But does it help that in some ways you guys, it's in your hands to change that?
It's always in our hands, so yeah.
The Raiders haven't put the pads on yet, but he's already talking white up.
Zamir is a tough country SOB, so I'm excited to see what he could do.
And of course, he's one of those guys that loves the violence of the game and can't wait till the pads come on.
Football is football. At the end of the day, physicality is a big part of our game. Right now, we're working footwork and fundamentals, and we want to carry that over into next week. The violence is either in you or it's not. So hopefully we're hitting so hard that the coach got to say, yo, we got to chill out. So that's what we're hoping for.
And he is so not worried about the success the defense had the second half of last season.
What we did last year doesn't matter positively or negatively. It comes down to a new year, a new season, new guys, reforming those bonds, knowing who you are on the field with. So that's why we're out here in camp working together, getting those reps in.
He also talked about the effect Pierce has had on him.
Multi-time Super Bowl champion. He knows how to play the position. He knows things that aren't even in the playbook and how to extend yourself in different ways to make plays. And that's all we're trying to find out how to do.
Now we're on to Wilkins, where he talked about helping Crosby lead.
To me, I'm just someone who loves the game. Like, just football, it's the most rewarding, most humbling, most, like, just everything. Like, you get everything you need to learn in life, you learn through the game of football. And so I'm just someone who always tries to respect the game and then just pay it forward. Everything I've learned through the game, I try to pour it on to the younger guys and just anyone who's willing to listen or anyone who asks me questions and just different things like that. Because, we all got the same goal in mind at the end of the day. We all come from similar backgrounds, although different places, similar backgrounds. We all got similar goals in mind, whether that's to be our best, whether that's to feed our families, whether that's to leave a legacy, whatever it is. So a big part for me, while I'm trying to leave my legacy and do the best that I can be, is also help guys reach their goals. And that's the most important thing. Like, I feel like, that's how you judge. That's how you're going to judge my career and my legacy. Is not Pro Bowls, sacks, money, any of that. It's my teammates and what they say about me and the lives I impact through this game.
Here are his impressions on Malcolm Koonce.
Man, Malcolm's ceiling is so high. I think he can be one of the best edge players in the league. I mean, he's got so much to him, just a technician, got a motor, just different things like that allows him to, be effective. He's small, but he's mighty. Like, I mean, that's relative, you know what I mean? He doesn't look like the typical DN outside linebacker, but that man's just strong technician and just willing to fight every play, so it's fun to watch.
And his impressions of Wilson.
Oh, yeah. No, Tyree, man, I think he has all the physical tools to be a great player in this league. And, and he's got the mindset that he wants to be a really good player. And again, same thing, I'm just going to pour into him as much as possible, and just trying to help him to be the best player he can be, just like any other young guys there are on the team, and in the D-line room.
As far as Jack Jones goes, Pierce went and got him and pressed those buttons. So would you expect him to say anything but this?
It means a lot to me that, he's my head coach. It means a lot to me that, he gave me this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. I couldn't even put in words, what this meant to me. I mean, him being ranked the 28th coach, I felt like they was disrespecting, me, the team, him. I don't like that. That set a fire under me. We're gonna show everybody 6-11 is crazy. I'm gonna get beat 11 times throughout the year. I'm gonna lose more than I win, and I don't like that. That's not who we are. That's not why we working. That's not why we here. And we gonna step up and we gonna show why.
And no one is happier than Jones for the progress of Bennett.
Man, we need that. We need that coming from JB. He's gonna be a big piece on this defense. Him making plays that's gonna help this defense. I hope he can keep that going. I hope the defense can keep it going.
And there you have it from another group of players and a coach. You can see the excitement and the hope for this year, but you can also see the hunger It doesn't look like the Raiders think they got it this year just because they finished on such a positive note under Pierce last year. They know they have to get better, and that's what they strive for this offseason and what they're striving for now. It's good to hear good things about first-round tight end Brock Bowers again. He just stacked day 2 on top of day 1 so far with the speed, hands, and route running. Even though the Raiders don't have pads on yet, it's good to hear good things about Kuntz and Wilson too. They gotta keep working. Thank you for watching. See you next time.